Hello, it is your favorite traffic cone. Because it's still the same day. So I'm wearing this orange sweatshirt still, but I put my hair up because it was really hot. But welcome, I'm back. I wanted to talk about age today because I've been getting pissed off a lot in the last 2 years. Well, in the last forever. But I'm gonna just start out saying, like, if you didn't know, I'm 22. I'm actually almost 23. I'll be 23 in about 2 months. And 90% of the people that meet me think I'm 16. I don't know what. I know I have a young face. I got that baby face still, but I still got them cheeks, which is what it is. But I also, not even the facial jewelry. I don't even have my septum ring in today. But I'm definitely not shy when it comes to body ink. I have 6 tattoos, all of which are on my arms and hands. This one being the most prominent and newest. And still, people often think I'm 16. Now, I've realized it's wavered, depending on what state I'm in. When I lived in New Mexico, most people thought I was 16 because there are a lot of tattoo shops and piercing shops that will pierce and tattoo underage people because they want the money. When I'm at home, people will be like, you look like you're 16, but I'm gonna assume you're at least 18 because of the tattoos. And I'm like, better, I guess, except that I'm 22. Age has just been getting on my nerves lately. Like, I realize this is a really dumb thing to be heated about. But I'm pissed off. And I'm gonna tell you why. I am the youngest person in my program. I'm the youngest person to have ever started our program at the age I started at. And because of this, no one takes me seriously. Because of this and a couple other reasons. One being I'm a fiction writer who writes YA, and pretty much every grad level creative writing program or undergrad level creative writing program likes to turn their nose down at genre writing because it's not real literature. That's a whole nother fuming video for another time. But a lot of my friends and the people in my cohort is what I call them, we all call them, are at least 2 years older than me. I have a couple friends in their upper 20s, and I even have a friend who is closer in age to my parents than he is to me. And I think there's a person in my program who is the age of my parents. Like, it's a grad program. That's just how it is. My biggest issue is my friends who are, 20s, upper 20s and stuff. When I say something, and they just look at me and they go, you're funny. And you know, it's because they think you're young and dumb. Especially if they're like, oh, you're so young, you don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. And I don't like being that person. But when I get really pissed off, I am the person that's like, well, you're right, I'm so young that I started here when I was 21 and you're 27. So young. I hate doing that. But if you piss me off enough, I'm gonna do that. Simple as that. Another thing, like age and... I don't like saying age is just a number because that'll justify the 50-year-old men who like to be into teenagers, and that's not okay. Because age is just a number, but it's not. In a lot of situations, it's not. What I mean by saying age is just a number is age does not define one's knowledge. Age does not define one's world experiences or other experiences or how much they've gone through or how much they've had to go through or how much knowledge they have or how much schooling they've done or anything. Age does not define anything except the literal number of years someone has been alive on this earth. So, one, to think someone who is younger than you is dumber than you is horrible and rude. 2, to think someone who is, I'm gonna go 6 to 7 years younger than you, depending on where in life they are. Like if you're both in your 20s, I don't see that as a problem when we're talking about romantic relationships. I get really annoyed because, well, this is definitely more of a personal thing that I need to get over myself, but I get really annoyed because, simple as it, I don't get hit on. And I don't like saying this because I don't necessarily want to be hit on by people. But I've noticed a lot of the times I'm out with friends who do get hit on, I've noticed something, and I think it's because the people who are my age think I am significantly younger than them. And the people who look my age are people in high school who aren't going to go out and talk to people they don't know. Does this make sense? And this sounds like it's me complaining that I don't get hit on, and that's not it. It's just something I've noticed, and I think that is the conclusion I have come to after talking to a couple other people. But I hate thinking that people are like, oh, I'm 27, they're 22, they're much too young for me because they haven't been on the, like, what? I'm sorry, what? Or like my friend who was talking to this girl, and she's like a year and a half older than him, and she's just like, sorry, I like you, but I'm gonna have to get over the fact that you're younger than me because I'm used to dating older than me. Like, he is literally a year and a half younger. What? That is so dumb. I'm sorry, and I get people have preferences, and to an extent, preferences are fine. But when it comes to stuff like this, it's mind-boggling to me. I've met plenty of people in my life who have been older than me and acted like they were 12. And I've met plenty of people who are younger than me and acted like they were 30. And I've met myself, who I've been told by so many different doctors and adults that meet me that tell me I'm mature beyond my years. And I'm not trying to boost my own ego or prove something. But I've noticed a lot of the people I've met that are younger and seem older are ones who have struggled with big things. Big things being loss of a family member, long-term diseases, being sick a lot of mental health issues, other family issues, you know, these big things. And as someone who has spent a good chunk of their childhood and adulthood sick and in a hospital and hooked up to tubes, not just me, I've noticed this I had a cousin who had leukemia when we were kids. I have had plenty of other friends with health issues. I've talked to plenty of other people on the internet who have health issues. All of these people seem to have one thing in common, aside from being sick, being that they are mature beyond their years because they've had to be. Because they have been forced into situations that had to make them. Because when you're told young that you're going to die, you have to deal with that. Because when you have doctors that don't take you seriously because you're young, you have to deal with that. And there's no way to deal with that than just buckling up and being older. And it sucks, because a lot of us lose our childhood. So that, I think, is why I get so mad when people downgrade me because I'm 22 and I look like I'm 16. Because I am so beyond that. I'm beyond my age. I'm so beyond the number that my birth certificate dictates. I've had to be so much older for so long. So yeah, when I have the chance, I'm gonna act immature. I've missed out on being a kid in a lot of different ways. There were a lot of things I couldn't do. So let me be young when I'm young, but don't take away my significance, my stature of being older, because I've gone through more than you. And it's hard to complain about these things because my entire life, simple as that, I did not realize I was disabled until I was 19. I did not realize what I had counted as a disability. So my entire life, people telling me, oh, you don't look sick, has been the best compliment. Until I realized that no, obviously, who wants to look like they're sick? But because I don't look like I'm sick, most people treat me like I'm not sick. And I'm very sick. And it's tiring that, you know, people look at me and they don't see my disease and they don't see my age and they don't see the things I've gone through, which they're not required to. But they are required to treat me like a human being. Just because someone is younger than you doesn't mean you need to downgrade them or talk down to them or tell them they don't know what they're talking about or say that, oh, you're so young, you're so naive. No. No, I just like to see the good in things because I've seen so much bad. It's a hard thing. It's a hard topic, especially for someone in my position. And it's hard because unless you're me, you don't get it. Even if you struggle with the same thing or struggle with similar things, you will never fully get it. You'll get it in your own way, in your own capacity, in a way that I will never get. But you'll never get it like I do for me. And it's hard. And I think that's why I like to do this, is I like to connect with people who, at least some will get it, but no one gets it all the time, and that's fine. It's a struggle. Simple as that. And it's something I've been frustrated about a lot, because I have a lot of really good close friends who have lately, more so than most times, have just been like, you don't get it because you're young, or oh, you're so young and naive, or other crap like that. And it's just like, don't do that. Okay, like I get it. You're 27, you've been at this program for 3-4 years. You feel like you've gone through a lot more than me. You've gone through different stuff than me. I'm not trying to downplay your experiences either, but don't downplay mine. So yeah, I'm just sick and tired of it. My whole life, I've experienced it. When I was 12, people thought I was 10. When I was 10, people thought I was 8. When I was 9, I was so small and skinny because of my CF. My cousin thought I had anorexia, and I didn't know what that was. And then my aunt yelled at him and told him he couldn't call me anorexic, and I was really confused. That was the whole big thing. You know, like I don't mind looking young. When I'm 32 and looking 26, I'm gonna feel great. But I don't want to be downcast because of my looks. Simple as that. Because I look young. Because I look like I don't know what I'm talking about. And maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's not because I'm young, it's just because I don't know what that is, or don't have the same level of knowledge. Simple as that. Alright, I'm gonna stop ranting about this now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to leave a like below. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post a lot of different stuff. I promise it's not always ranting and raving, though I'll be honest, a lot of it is just about different things. So it's fun. So welcome. And with that, I'm out. See you guys in the next one. Later, nerds.